Hey everybody, and welcome to TheCamel.co Selling Like Hodgie series. That's what I've decided to call it, Selling Like Hodgie, because that's me. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about presentation and demonstration, which is video number 3 in the series. And just a couple of little bit of housekeeping. One, people have asked this t-shirt. The Camel has a lot of t-shirts. We've got all the crew wear t-shirts. And this is called the Iron Man t-shirt because it's got the round thing in the middle that was my design, right? And the second part about it is, because we're talking about presentation demonstration today, it's actually a good point. Someone asked me, why do I do these things in one take? Why do I not worry about the chickens, the overhead planes, the motorbikes, this morning we had drilling. Why do I not worry about that? Well, basically I like to do it in one take because it's real, right? And the reason is that when you're selling, you only get one take when you think about it. So you've got to overcome any obstacles. You've got to be able to sell off the hood of a car. You've got to be able to present in a cafe. You've got to be able to do it anywhere. And if people interrupt you, if the phone goes off, you've got to be able to keep going. You can't stop because you can't turn around and say, hang on a minute, let's do this again tomorrow. You've only got today. So that's why I like to do them in one take. And that's why even if there's mistakes like this thing falling over, Harry Chicken starting up, we just keep going, right? And that leads us to presentation and demonstration. And if you remember last week, we talked about, there you go, see motorbike. We talked about the fact of when we're getting to know a customer, building relationships, right? And we're also talking a little bit about qualification. Well, the whole idea of presentation and demonstration is that you're going to show, you're going to present, you're going to demonstrate what you've qualified the client on. But here again is a big mistake area of where salespeople go wrong. And that is, what they tend to do is they have this canned presentation, right, where it doesn't adapt, it doesn't change, it's got no inching about it, right? And what they tend to do is that it's not a presentation or a demonstration of what the company or the client wants. What they're presenting is what they're being taught to present, right? They're like a talking brochure. And they'll sit there and go, Mr. Jones, I'm here today to show you the world's greatest website and why this is important for your company. And you'll notice by the latest trends on customer attraction, this is what we've implemented in these websites. And we've got them available for mobile and iPad and for laptop and for, what do they call those big desktops, right? We don't use them, right? And they'll present and they'll demonstrate and they won't shut up, right? There's no feedback. And then they'll go on for like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes and all of a sudden they'll say to the client, so what do you think about that? When would you like it delivered? When would you like us to start? And it's all of a sudden Harry or Harriet customer will turn around and say, thanks very much, I've got another appointment, I'll call you, all right? A presentation and a demonstration is what we are calling this series, the road to a sale. It's just another part of it. And what you're doing is you're demonstrating and presenting what you've qualified the customer on, their needs, their desires, their likes, their dislikes, the things that make them happy and their heart pump and they get all excited that they're just so happy to see what you got. And it's not a canned presentation. It's not something where one size fits all. Okay, you've got to put a bit of joke in there, you've got to put a bit of humour, you've got to relate something in there, you're continuing on the relationship, right? That's what it's all about. Presenting and demonstrating with passion, excitement, colour and flair, and showing them what they told you they want. Showing them what they told you they desired, right? And that's what presentation and demonstration is all about. And actually, you can use this to sell off a mock-up, right? Because a lot of people say, well, how do you sell off a mock-up? You do it and you close off a mock-up, right? From the information that is there. So how do you do it? If you remember in qualification, we asked Harry or Harriet client, we said, hey, can you tell me what you really like in a website? Can you tell me a little bit about your customers? Can you just share with me the sort of marketing that you do? Can I just ask you, what are some of the websites that you really like? Just want to share with me, what are some of the things you don't like about websites? They're all the qualification questions we've asked. And we've obviously asked for photographs and a bit of content. Usually they've already got a website, and we'll tend to make a mock-up of the content and the photographs that they've got in their old website, unless they're like 10 years old, and then we'll change it with some newbies, which is a good idea anyway. So how do we present it? Well, basically what we do is we keep referring to something they told us, something they said is a need, something they said is a desire. So you basically say to them, put them in front of your laptop or in front of your phone, and start to get them, even get them to hold the laptop, even get them to hold the phone, even get them to do the swiping, even get them to click on the mouse. Get them to be involved. Let them, it's like when you go for a test drive on a car, right? It's no good you driving it and telling them how fantastic it is. You've got to let them drive it and tell them how fantastic it is. If you're selling a bed, there's nothing worse than I see a sign that says, please do not sit on the furniture. Please do not lay on the bed. I want them to lay on the bed. I want them to jump on it, roll on it, the kids to get on it. I want them to lay on the sofa. I want them to play with the television, because that's getting them involved. That's getting them to start to own, right, what you're presenting to them. So then you've got it on the laptop and you just say, hey, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, can you do me a favor? Can you just click on that button there and we'll start the ball rolling? And they click on it. And it opens up to the home page and you say, hey, here's the home page to your new website from the information that you told me is really important to you. Let's look at this together. Mr. Customer, you remember you told me you were really particular about the shade of orange? Take a look at that. How do you feel about that? Is that the sort of orange that you were looking for? So you're telling them and showing them something they asked for. You're getting them to clarify that they're happy with that, that's what they want. And then you say, okay, we're taking care of that. Let's move on to the next thing that was important to you. Mr. Customer, you told me that you needed a header that had a sliding image across. If you just want to click over there, or if you want to hover the mouse over there, let's just see what happens. And then you demonstrate the hovering effect of the mouse, and then you demonstrate them how you've got this beautiful collage of pictures or a video. How great does that look? Can I ask you, how do you think your customers are going to feel about that? Is that the sort of image you wanted to project in your new website? Tell me how you're feeling about that. Can I just ask you, is that exactly what you're looking for? So you're presenting them what they told you they wanted, and you're asking for clarification all the way through. Mr. Customer, you'll notice we've got pictures of little children holding hands with smiling teeth as they walk into the dentist, because you told me the feeling you wanted to convey is happiness going to the dentist. How do you feel about that picture? Does that give you that feeling that you're looking for? How do you think your customers will feel about that? Mr. Smith, you told me that marketing was really important and you wanted a call to action front and center in your website. Just click on that button and see where it takes you. Is that the sort of thing that you were looking for? Will that satisfy the needs of your customers? There goes our tricycle. Thank you very much. So you can see that we are demonstrating and presenting what we qualified them on, because that's what come out of their mouth. All right? It wasn't you telling them. It was them telling you. And then you're presenting and you're demonstrating by them clicking, by them scrolling. Right? You're getting them involved. You are showing them that you listened to them, and you're presenting it, and then you're getting feedback. And basically, kids, that's how you do a presentation and demonstration. It's not a canned presentation. You throw in some jokes, you have a bit of a laugh, you talk about their website, their business, their feelings, their emotions, their customers, right? You relate it to everything about them, all right? And you don't throw in statistics and all that sort of stuff. It's what's important to them. right? You show them how you change something that they didn't like. And that's how you do presentation and demonstration. And that's how you get on the road to selling this website and delivering it. So I want to thank you today. I hope you got a lot out of that. I had fun. So on behalf of the Camel and me, don't forget, you want to see the next video? Click here, down there, subscribe, and you'll get notification it's there. And we're all excited. And don't forget, take care, TheCamel.co, fulfillment partner for the Magic Duda platform, and we're here to help you. Have a great day. See ya.